Okay, yeah. Thank you. So, the first of all, I'd like to thank you all of our community members for having here in the Sunrise Venture Capital, actually. And guys, this is to inform you. Like today, we'll discuss more about the DIAM circle, their plan and programs, their everything actually. So, if you need to learn more, just stay tuned. And also, their website is times.com. And also, Diamante Net by Dam Circle is a hybrid ecosystem with affiliated towards digital finance. And you can discover, build, and fill like everything through their Dam Circle actually. And also, I can say that they are very much first and high secure and everything. So here is our honorable guest. I'd like to invite him, Arijit. So could you please introduce yourself first of all, like your experience and what is your position in it?
Sure, Jenny. So thanks, Jenny, to have me invited for this session. And so let's, if I just talk about myself, I have been working as a group CTO for Diamante Blockchain and its subsidiaries that has been located in India under the name of Blockstack Private Limited. I have been working as a group CTO and been managing the entire tech stack for the geographies like Southeast Asia, and I've been also working for a UAE company that is called Diamante Financial Technologies. We also have a presence in Switzerland, in Zurich, and our parent company that is in Delaware, US. So it's been 6 years as an engagement with the company Diamante, and apart from that, I have been acted as an investment banker, having total of 15 years experience, which is a blend of treasury management, investment management, uh, product designing, architectural solutions, and being more depth with technologies like your blockchain, AI, and RPA. So this is bits and pieces of what I have been doing in 15 years, right? And I have been more into the solutioning for the financial technologies. That's been obviously my core forte. Where I have been working with different products, which is deeply connected with financial ecosystem. If you just talk about whether it's in the cross-border remittances, you talk about payments industries, or you talk about trade finances, right? And apart from that, we also been working very closely with enterprises which are been working in entertainment, real estate, as well as into your supply chain. So this is what I've been doing for last 15 years.
Okay, so huge experience in here, like you have in your bags actually. So yeah, thank you, such a learned person, I can say. So yeah, it's time to know more about your DIAM actually. So could you share more about like what is DIAM actually, and also how it works? What is the mission?
Sure. So, starting with its inception, it's 2018 when we started our journey as an enterprise. And we got forked from Stellar in 2018, where we started working more in depth how we can actually work with better engagement and better throughput or scalability measures for our network. That and then how the Diamond network came into existence, right? And Dime, it's being the digital native asset of the network. That is the, you can just say it's the fuel of the network. And from that inception till now, we have been working with various partners or enterprises, regulators in that perspective, right? That has been very intuitive in a journey, I should say, and also been morely deeply connected with the products and the applications that's been created on top of it. Now, if I talk specifically with DAM, so DAM in 2021, it got accredited by FINMA, that is the Swiss Financial Authority, and they entitled our token or the coin as an utility coin. And so we got our regulatory blessing in 2021 from our Swiss entity itself. Post of which we have started morely working with the application development where it can leverage the utility of our token in the terms of its authenticity, in terms of security measures, or in terms of how better consensus can be arrived, creating a more of a high throughput ecosystem or network, right? Now, if in as a digital asset, if we consider, so DAM, it is a heart more of like a business process in that network, which ensures that any participants, right, who really wants to create a value into our network or into different use cases with that regards, have to utilize the DAM not as a value transfer, but rather as a utility. And what sort of utility we are talking about? The utility of authentication, the utility of authorization, and the utility of a delegation. So all these three core components creates a value chain for our native asset, that is DIAM. Now let's take an example that me as a enterprise, I really want to create a value chain for my supply chain business. Maybe let's say a e-commerce platform like Amazon or Flipkart in that nature, right? Where they entirely want to trace the entire process of operations, their transit, the logistics, and the merchant engagement, the buyers and seller engagement. So in that sort of a use case, DM acts as an authentication mechanism where each of the stakeholders are being accounted for their respective engagement, their respective responsibilities that they are doing on my network, right? And they passes a transaction. DM is gets utilized in managing this transaction as authentic. So this is more of the what DAM is doing all about.
Okay, yes, thank you for describing. So yeah, people, you can check out their website. Like you'll find in our Sunrise community. So if you check actually, so thank you for this actually. So yeah, like then I can see definitely their time is the native digital asset of their Diamante ecosystem, and also in addition to accessibility to the complete ecosystem, furthermore this serves as a access token providing users with entry to their and everything actually, so you can be their part of, and also you can be part of them definitely. So join their community and learn more. So I have another question actually. So just give me a 1 minute. Yes, like could you share some of your like I think you already described about your little bit token, but if I want to know more about global ecosystem, like what is the role your DAM circle in globally, global in your ecosystem? Could you share the benefits of users they will get if they use your product?
Sure. So Dime Circle is, as an ecosystem, is obviously very global in nature, and the reason I'm just saying, so Dime Circle has different pillars, right? So each pillar constitutes its ecosystem. So the first ecosystem, or the developers ecosystem, which is can be widely spread in different geographical structures or geographical presence, right? Where they constantly keep engaging and creating a value chain into our ecosystem by creating different set of algorithms, different sort of business process, different types of applications on top of a network. Second comes our regulators and the governance, where being said, as we have just stated that in 2021, we got regulatory blessings, right, from FINMA, where we got accredited as a utility coin. So similarly, in that perspective, regulations, compliances, and governance does plays a very critical role where we talk about how that engagement in different applications can be taken forward, right? So this is the second part. Getting third is the decentralized ecosystem or the community where different enterprises or different organization, whether that is a government organization or an enterprise who really looks forward of creating a value to a decentralized ecosystem, can assist or can be a part of it in creating their applications. So for example, if I talk about issuance of a passport, or you talk about creating a value chain in creating a decentralized identity management solution, right? So those all use cases are also being nurtured on our top of the network. And the fourth part is our enterprise engagement on the partner alliances that we have with leading enterprises. Whether you talk about in the terms of a BNB chain, you talk about with Hyperledger community, you talk about with Ethereum alliances, right? So we have been constantly in touch with those community, with those alliances and those partnerships to understand and evaluate what are the value proposition can that bring on the enterprise landscape to create a value proposition or value chain in terms of creating real solutions for a problem statement that has not been possible yet on the decentralized ecosystem. right? So these are the core pillars, or these are the core foundational structures that encourage us to be more widespread in a geographical perspective, or more of like what you call a globalized platform.
Okay, yes, thank you for this. Got it. So and also could you share like, I think you already described a lot, but in specific points, like could you share what sets you really different or apart from other projects actually?
Sure. So if we witness the overall journey of how various network, whether you talk about a decentralized or more of like a permission network, right? So everyone has played a very crucial role in creating a value to this technology industry, or you talk about the overall landscape of business processes. But in terms of having a distinctive approach in creating a value chain for specific segment or specific industry has never been that in nature, right? And second of all, the acceptance of global regulators, or the enterprises has not that got facilitated to manage that sort of a strong business value or business ecosystem that level. Now, in relations to that, Diamante has been a hybrid network, and I just stated that it does encourage any of our community members, whether that is an enterprise, developer, regulators, to understand that when an application been created, when a solution is been created on a network, that are compliant, that gives a sustainable value to the users, that gives a sustainable value to the enterprises who really works on top of that network to create that sort of an application, right? So engagement, time, value of cost, operational incentivization, reward mechanism, this all plays a very strong bond in our network, which I guess has not been addressed by the current blockchain players in that regards. It's not, I'm saying they have not done their part. Obviously, they have their own strategic model. But how we differs from them is more of like a technology company which believes in creating a sustainable value in solution rather than just creating a value in the crypto asset. So this is how we differentiate as an entity, as an organization, and obviously stating that our 6 years of a journey has been very focused in not on just creating an inventory value, right? We have been more focused in creating a value on the ecosystem through the problem statement solutions, through our application that has been shared with different level of users and enterprises.
Yes, thank you for this. I think you already described about the token. So could you share like what is your future plan then, and also like what are some utilities of your token?
Sure. So we have already given a detailed roadmap on our website, that is damcircle.com. But just to give us more of like a high level definition on that, so we are very closely working with enterprises in creating an ILP bridge, and we have successfully got that done with Hyperledger Fabric. And apart from that, there is another leading player in the decentral uh, blockchain network. We will be obviously coming up with the information very soon. Apart from that, we are also connecting other enterprise blockchain networks, whether you talk about Hyperledger Bezu, you talk about Intel Sawtooth Lake, or you talk about in the decentral ecosystem that is Solana, Algorand, Avalanche, right? So we are closely working in creating an ILP bridge where we can create or connect all this network with having different perspective on use cases to measure up, right? So this is a part of first roadmap. Second of all, in the terms of the application that we have already created in our value chain, whether you talk about pay circle, you talk about credit circle, which has been more focused on the payments and the lending ecosystem. We also have our an app called Meta Circle, which is more of a combination of having AI, metaverse, and blockchain, which incentivize users, developers, as well as the enterprise to showcase their products, right, in an augmented and a virtual reality. So that creates a tractionable value to for the users to engage and to have a real feeling whether that in being into an augmented or a virtual world, right? So this is obviously we have already started our traction with, and in coming 3 to 5 years, we will be constantly growing our product landscape and our geographical landscape with stronger community of developers and enterprises to creating a real value on applications rather than on the value of an asset.
Okay, thank you for describing everything actually, and also I think we are enough for introductory part. It's time to take some question from the Twitter comment. Like we have taken some question from there. The first question was like about your partners. So partnership is always important factor for every project. So who is your partners, and also what are the benefits you're like you get from this relationship?
Right. So as we talk about partners, partners are can be in different terms or in different nature, right? A partner can be a technology partner. So we have a very strong technology partner, like starting from AWS. You talk about from Geo. We have been partnered with VMware. We have a partner as a technology partner. We have been working very closely with Red Hat, right? We have been closely working with Hyperledger community. In that perspective, we are also been constantly in touch with Ethereum Alliance. So these are all our technology partner, right? In the terms of enterprise engagement, where we create customized products or solutions or our in-house products. So our major partners are the BFSI segment, like banks, financial institutions. We are being also connected with regulatory blessings. So those are also being, I should say, a partner who are constantly being giving us the heads ups and the insights on how we can be more compliant in nature, right? We are also being partnered in terms of financial ecosystem. We are partnered with the royal family of Abu Dhabi, with the private office of His Highness Al Nahyan family. And we are also been partnered with other strong advisors ecosystem. We have been also been partnered with strong shareholders and VC engagements and angel investors in that perspective.
Best wishes to your project for the future, definitely, and keep building. Thank you. And there is another question like in your credit circle features, like you offer a very low interest rate. So, with this very low interest rate, like is this considered a collateralized or uncollateralized loans actually? And also, what are the requirements and conditions to enable a very low interest in Dime Circle network?
Okay, great. So Credit Circle does provide a lower interest rate of loan, but that is very much collateralized. The reason we understand the various perspective of risk, both on the market risk or you talk about the credit risk. So our strong risk model does not entitle us to go with for an unsecuritized loan. So we majorly escrow digital assets at this point of a time for a quick loan to our users. But before that, we have a very strong due diligence process where we do a detailed understanding of our customer profile, which includes their credit behavior, their loan repayment behavior, their KYC, AML, and CIP checks, right? So we really want to have a sustainable ecosystem where the legit users can get a credit line with a very strong fundamental on their financial behaviors down on the history, right? And obviously, with a lower interest rate, we have a very strong risk model that's which looks onto the haircuts and which looks into the price valuations and the EBITs, right? So all these measures are a part of our network. They're all part of our time circle ecosystem.
Okay, yes, got it. Thank you for this. And there is another question, I think, like from the investor side, like why should I invest in Germ Circle while there are so many projects that are doing well and offering so much benefit? So, can you tell me why people should choose your time?
Okay. So that's quite of a tricky question because it comes on the investment side. So being a technology head, I should say the investment should not be on the price valuation, but it should be rather on the vision and the mission of a company. And we have been very strongly needed on creating a sustainable value, because if you consider our journey for the last 6 years, it has been very corely focused in creating different products, different application that has been constantly giving value to this users and its community. Now, the reason of the selection should be on the nature of the sustainability of a company, its core vision of the founders, its trust and accessibility by the enterprises and the regulators, and last of all, the encouragement that it's receiving from its community. So this all core factors, I should guess, is substantially important for any investors to evaluate the proposition or this the growth of a company's nature. And this is how we believe that the investment can create a long-term value for a customer in that nature, or to an investor in that nature.
Okay, yep, thank you. I think you asked the question. You got your answer definitely. So yes, there is another question about like, can you tell us the latest achievement? Yeah, like, can you tell us about the latest achievement made by your DIAM circle, and can you describe the detailed current development efforts?
Okay. Jenny, there has been a lot of achievements that we have been currently witnessing, but with different departments that we have. But just to be very specific with my department, that is on very much core focus on the technology side. So the first of the achievement that we have witnessed in the recent times is of having ILP created with three different networks that includes our own network Diamante, and one of a strong a private permission network, and with another a decentralized network, right? At this point of a time, obviously, I will not be able to give you a very detailed name of this organization. I have given a bits of a heads up, but we are waiting for the our social like detailing out, right, from the marketing side. On the ILP side, that has been a great achievement, and we are constantly doing the same with other networks also. Second of all, we have started our own journey with the metaverse, right? That is what we talked about, Meta Circle in that perspective. And in next 4 months, we will be entirely production live with our application Meta Circle, where various engagement in terms of gaming, real estate, tokenization, or creating your applications for product showcasing will be there in a part. We are also working with various enterprise applications that is being utilizing our Diamante Net. You talk about in the HRM solution or a decentralized identity management solution, or you talk about a detailed CRM management, right? So that has all been a part of our journey, and these are the few things that we have started getting engaged and achieved in that perspective.
Okay, yes, thank you. So here is the last question from the Twitter about your security. Like recently, many hackers been able to break into the system security and also have lost a lot of data. So how is your wallet security system, and also how can people ensure that the security of investor data from hackers in your time?
Right. None of the organization, I guess, in this world can talk about 100% secure network or 100% secure application. But it's very important that what are the preemptive nature or preemptive actions that has been taken in consideration for any application or any network to be sustainable, right? So we have a very strong team, and we have a very strong network where all the protocols, all the policies in terms of security, cyber security, in terms of internal insider threats, has been taken consideration. And we also have a 24/7 monitoring process where we constantly evaluate the various threat matrices that can be a potential challenge to our ecosystem or to our partner ecosystem in talking about the application that we have, right? So detailed due diligence, a perseverance in nature where we constantly keep a track of the participations of the stakeholders, and even any third party engagement that is happening. So that ensures a very strong potential, strongly built ecosystem. And talking into the permission level, we also do a very strong due diligence of our partners and engaged alliances, where we ensure that any malicious activity can be restricted off. So that, I guess, is the core key features of keeping our network being safe for last 6 years. And we are also doing the same as a practice. So our discipline, our practice has been the key factor in the terms of keeping the solution intact. Apart from the practices that has been very naturalistically similar, where every other organization takes for their cybersecurity perspective.
Yes, definitely. So, guys, they're highly secured, nothing to worry. And also, like, you can make your own research from their website and other social media links. Then, if you have any more question and query, you can ask there. So, Arijit, it's time to take some question from live. So, hope that you're ready.
Yeah, please.
Okay.
Yeah, please.
Okay, here is the first one. Like, I'm interested to invest in your project. How can I buy your tokens, and is it already listed in any exchanges?
Okay. So we have already started our private sale, and like the interested investors can be a part of it. They can get their investments done from our private sale, like the website we have, that's called sell.diamcircle.com. So they can obviously get enrolled by after getting their KYC done, and they can initiate the investment there itself. We will be getting launched in the exchanges very soon, in maybe in a month or two, and that will obviously allow global participation for investments. We also have a airdrop a process which like encourages our developers and our community members to be participant, and they get rewarded with that. So these are right now the three different mediums or channels where any interested investor can be participated of.
Okay, yeah, thank you for this. And there is another question about your ambassador. So, ambassador plays a very important role in every project. So, do you have any kind of ambassador programs? If yes, could you please share how can I be part of this?
Jenny, this is a very more of like a departmental question. Obviously, there are some sort of programs that we do have, and those details can be obviously shared from our core members, other teams who have been constantly engaged in that sort of events and engagements. This details can be obviously shared on our app website, and if anyone is interested in knowing more of that, they can lead directly message to our community and our forums, and all this information can be shared up there.
Yes, definitely. Thank you. So, there is another question about your IDO. Like, can you tell me more details on the IDO and the scheduled and contribution for each?
Okay. So we do have a detailed economics, right? And we have a detailed disbursement segment, scheduling, vesting schedules are all been there. So in terms of giving all this like overall view of it, I would rather like request people to have a quick check, because the numbers and the numbers of the vestings have been very coolly connected to the marketing and the business operation side, and I really have a very limited knowledge on that. Sorry for that.
Okay, yes, thank you. So, there is another good question. Okay, I got your ambassador programs link. Actually, I will share through our community nothing to. So there is another question like, do you have enough funds and a strong community to achieve your goal?
Yes, we do have. We are been backed by various angels and VCs, and we are already been partnered with the royal family of Abu Dhabi. We hold a very strong pool of funds, which ensures our sustainability in coming years and years, right? So with the nature of fund pool or nature of sustainability model, yes, we are being very strategic in nature, and we do understand our business process and continuity model. So yes, we are very strong on that.
Okay, yeah, thank you. So here is the last question. Does price DIAM seem like another wallet? So why it already made it, but it's still not listed on any exchanges?
Okay. So it's a two different question. I'll like to answer for the first. The price, yes, it will be obviously same in all the wallets that will be listing DM as an asset in their wallet. The reason of not being listed on the exchange earlier was being more strategic in nature, and the reason behind is obviously we want to have a strong presence in creating applications and products, right, that serves the community, that serves the nation, to the various enterprises, whether it's various users. So our strong approach was been very much defined with our applications, post of which, when understanding our acceptability by the enterprises and by our users had been very strong, we have came across of listing our token now. And I just stated that it's been an initiative that we have taken very recently, like last 4 or 5 months, and we are getting very strong traction and being very strongly so it will be launched soon, believers. Like we will be getting all this coins have been getting listed on the leading exchanges by the next month or by month of two for sure.
Okay, yeah, thank you for the clarification. So yes, I think we are enough for now. Like as I said, we covered everything. So before wrapping the session, do you have any suggestion or any closing statement?
So I should not say it's a closing statement. I will be saying it's more of like uh, an engagement statement where I would request every participants, every community members to get in with our websites and with our applications, with our technology upgrades and engagements, right? And we are a very open company. We really value feedback, suggestions, and we really encourage developers also in terms of their hackathons, through their bug bounty programs, by their dApps being created onto our network, right? So we really appreciate everyone's feedback and suggestions, where we really create a very strong relationship towards a very sustainable journey, a sustainable company, as in like in coming decades or the years by.
Yes, definitely. So people make their own research if you want to learn more, and also like their chat box is open every time. Like if you have any more question and query, you can send the DM to them. Like they'll solve your issues. Thank you, Arjit, for your comment, for your time. Hope for the best, and also keep building for the future. Thank you. Have a great day.
Thanks for your time.
Yeah. Bye.